That's the brick. Shoot, clank, right? Boom. Okay, now right there, that's the shot you didn't take. Oh, shoot. Better. Well, that was another one. You're Kavan learning. I follow you. When he misses free throws, we lose. Boom. Better. Okay. Okay. Now, right there. Cut a couple things. Okay. Now, and one. In other words, you get fouled, the shot goes in, you get a free throw. Okay, now, don't lean back when you're cutting, but also don't lean into the cut. Boom. Better. Okay, so again, you're finding your center. You practice is deceptive because you practice the wrong thing, get better at the wrong thing. See, I miss every shot. I'm getting pretty good at missing. It's not, right? Boom. And so that there we go. Okay, let's bow and go. We'll kind of not as cold as it was last week, but yeah. Onegaishimasu. Okay. Oh, let's all get closer so we not a big class. I'll add one more in just a second, but let's kind of, I don't know if we are. Yeah, I think we're somewhat in a position for, like filming it. We might as well try to get a sense of what they're trying to do. So we're kind of going through your basic subverted steps. Now, one of the things I kind of want to mention, for example, let's say somebody is coming in this direction looking at grab. You grab on. Okay, good. And now let go, grab on again. Okay, that's working before the grab, but your grab. Boom. Okay. Boom. There's that vibration at the end. You come in this way and grab on. You go on this way, hitting you harder. It's like in basketball, I just keep banging it off the rim from nothing but net. There's that feeling right there. Okay? So, what is that? That's one that motion. So, boom. Now, I'm cutting as if it's out there. Now, the cut is inside you. So, do a couple of cuts. Okay, now, right there. You're getting better. Good. It's still out there. I want it to be, boom, you are the cut. Boom, it's out there. I'm cutting better out there. Boom. Yeah. That's better, that last one. Keep going. Okay. And now, right there, whoa, the vibration. If you grab my wrist, I'm going to try to move. There's a vibration in that wrist that reflects the freedom through the whole body. Okay, that's how big that cut is, right? Oh. See, when you make a thing out of it, it's very interesting what we're saying about Schrodinger. We don't know if the cat's in there or not. We got to measure it. The cat dead or alive. Boom. It's not that you don't know, but you're cool. Boom. Yeah, that's better. It's inside you. You are the cat. Better. Okay, now you're getting better at clanking the ball off the rim, but it goes in sometimes. Okay. Boom. Okay, now right there, you're too afraid to shoot. You're holding on to the ball. Boom. Now let go of the tension in your neck, chest, and shoulders, and boom. Better. Boom. Better. Okay, better. Better. Good. Okay, now you're making about 5 or 6 in a row. They're starting to swish. So stay within that range of motion if you can. Problem is we drift until it becomes a bit more interior. Okay. Okay, now, very end of it, there's that double twist. Boom. If I hold this way, I don't get that vibration. And I'm holding kind of diagonally. So right at the end of it, boom. Okay. Now again, grab. Give me a good squeeze. That's a good squeeze. So we go that way. What's that feeling of the vibration? And that vibration for Curry is not the ball banging off the rim, it's the nip going swish. All right, so if you live in swish, all of a sudden, you've got a pretty powerful flow going. So now hold this way. You just squeeze it harder. Test your palm, diagonal grip. So now right here, then you see you go this way, right? And then when you raise, it goes back to, you don't want to go too much this way. You know, the V here and the V here, they align. But then it goes this way. Then when you're raising, it's like that. Then all of a sudden it goes up. Then it goes boom, goes down. Just that simple motion. And now, on the way up, it goes here, so it has a place to go. Right now, you're kind of swinging with it in this position. Regroup. Boom. Reposition. Boom. And boom. Better. Boom. And boom. Kind of want to get that vibration. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, good. Well, I'm going to try to, how am I going to move? Boom. When the body is nice and free, your body feels like, that sound of nothing but net. That is Curry's vibrational energy body. Fine. Fine. Better. They're doing that swish there. Boom. Okay. Now, you're a little too loose. You got this here, but you're kind of going like that. Okay. Right here, it's diagonal. Pull from your palm is in the grip. Okay. Now, you don't want that. You know, this is too tense. It's like you're giving somebody a back press. See that feeling right there? Yeah, drop it a little bit more. So, a little like you're throwing a baseball and, you're turning that so the ball spins and it goes that way. Not a screwball, but a cut it. Boom. Yeah, that's better. Boom. Good. Boom. Okay. Okay. All right. Just from where you are. One other thing. So I have a seat for a second. That cut is infinite. The more you learn, the more you have to learn. Okay? On the other hand, when you go to a certain point, you have a certain sort of base within yourself for that motion. Now, one of the reasons why it's so important, and just leave your sword, okay, I'll get mine out of the way here. But let's just say he comes to grab, okay? Good, that motion. Look out. Or let's say for this one. Or if he grabs both of my hands, or here's like this motion. Okay. Now there's two things there. I think of this as a grab on. This is like curry and one. In other words, you know, the basic form in your shot's good. Somebody whacks you, it goes in, and you get a free throw. You can do that. 4-point play. But when it goes in, boom, the net makes a certain vibration. Come on up. So, different thing. I'm not Stephen Curry. I don't make 50 million a year doing this stuff. But you have kind of an energy body. And part of the energy body is just a vibrational signature to it. He grabs on, the grip is firm, solid, has weight. I get caught up in dealing with that weight, but on the other hand, within the vibrational field of energy, come on, things are easy. Like he comes up, it's like a dribble the basketball. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay? Or if he's coming in this direction, you can intercept it. Boom. Or we can go, come on in, quick. The ball handling exercise, okay? Now, basketball and Aikido are not that connected, although I was watching Curry last night, 50 points. Warriors suck, at least on the road, but he's still a champion. You know, and I realized, yeah, the team's not doing very well, but watching him is kind of like an exercise. And what do you see? Well, I see somebody, you know, who basically, you know, just from who he is, he's controlling the whole flow of the game. You can't, you know, like, you know, the other players are not at his level. But that's all vibration. Get your hands out. Okay, now I feel my hands. On the other hand, if you were going to play Carnegie Hall and you were a concert pianist, there would already be a vibration going on. And if you're cold and like this, you've got to pause for a bit, a hum, a vibration. It's not something that exists physically. So it's a sensing of a finer state. Yeah, see, you're picking up that it has a pulse or a beat to it. Now you can go this way, and that beat's going on, whether or not I'm moving or not. But you can just go, oh yeah. And then with that beat, for example, I'm going to go this way, and this way. Curry threatens to drive, but he pulls up and shoots in. Everything's yin yang that way. Okay, everybody up. So we're working a little bit on that. Now, let's go from the feet, point, base. Now, an excessively long stance encourages you to use your upper body. But, you know, if I'm kind of like going, yeah, okay, I'm getting my shots in today. Yeah, okay. Shoulder width, not much more for the basic cut. Doesn't mean you can't step into it longer or that you can't adapt and cut so much shorter, but you know, easy. Your hips are loose, neck and jaw. You're Stephen Curry with your mouth guard hanging out. Okay? And when you cut, the mouth guard is going to vibrate. There's a vibration at the end. Boom. Boom. After a while, that's what you do. Boom. Loosen up your neck and jaw. You got a mouth guard is hanging out. Keep going. Okay, now, the other thing right there, you got enough of it, but you're thinking about it. Let her go. Better. Let her go. Let her go. Boom. He doesn't think whether or not he should shoot or not, he lets it go. You're going to think I should, no, I probably don't. My mind's too noisy. Boom. Okay. Boom. Okay. For example, okay. Boom. 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 Come on. Boom. 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 And now there's motion within that. So what we're kind of trying to do, we're establishing kind of, your physical body. But on another level of you, you have an energy body. They both exist within the same space, but there's a dimensional difference. Okay, now the physical body, let's say he grabs here, and I'm used to the physical body and weight. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Easy. Very, very easy. Curry is 6'2", 6'3" in sneakers in the world of giants. He does pretty well. His motion is fluid, beautiful to watch. Okay. But mainly there's that feeling of and one. He's not just thinking about making the hoop. Most of the time there's contact, he's thinking about make it and the free throw. But at the end of it, through all that contact and motion, there's that swish vibration. So relax a bit, put that vibration inside you, even though it is imaginary right now. The physical body is one of many bodies you have. So we're saying in that same space, if there's a physical body, there's an energy body. Weight, tension, keeps me trapped in very limited level. Breathe, open, looser, easier. My hips want to kind of create the action of my feet. That motion. See, most people tend to look at power. Power is touch. Nothing but that from 30 feet, that's power. Put your hand out. Wave hi to somebody. Hi. Boom. 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 Or the other hand. Or the other hand. Easy. I'm looking out there trying to figure out, I'm creating myself in the action to what's going on out here. I want you to be in the exact opposite place. What's going on out there, you're creating by who you are. And this limited physical body tense, reacting to everything out there. Hi. Hello. All Curry's doing is waving bye-bye to the other team. Okay? Well, easy. I'm letting what's going on out there define who I am. No, what's going on out there defines itself according to me in this loose, easy state. Okay? Move your arm. Move your hips. Make sure your ankles are loose. Make sure your breathing is natural and deeper, but not just up here. No? Tension. Easy. Okay? Yeah. It looks like you're a finely tuned piano. So when somebody goes down, there's a sound that's supposed to be made. Okay? So let's go back. Boom. First thing I check when I cut. And one. Boom. 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 Okay. And easy. All right. Moment by moment. Come on in. Here, giving something to react to. See right here, I'm in reaction. Let me get over here. I'm in reaction to what's going on out there. I'm letting that define me. Uptight, backing away, losing ground. Oh, loose, freer, easier, better feel sense. On top of what's going on the other hand, you know, this is a very different place than two people fighting for supremacy, who's going to win. We want to be in that latter category. Okay? So as much as this crazy move seems very limiting, Curry makes pretty good living off of this crazy move. Chada Haru all off of this crazy move. They're very similar. Okay? So swing. Okay, again, you're firing bricks. And one. And one. That's better. And one. And one. Okay. Okay, now. It goes in the hoop, makes that noise, and you get a free throw. Boom. Better. Boom. And that sound going through the net, that's the vibration of it. Boom. People tend to think in terms of physical power, but there's power in touch. Boom. Touch. Boom. Yes. Okay. Okay, now you're thinking about it. Shoot. Now you're thinking again. Okay? That's one thing they say about Curry. He might miss 10 shots in a row, but you'll take that 11th and make it to win the game. Don't be thinking about it. Whether it goes in or not, it's your rhythm with yourself. Better? Oh, another thing is right there. You're a student of the game now, but you're a player. Study, but boom, hit that shot. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We're not going to be down here too long. Easy. I don't want to be down here either, to be honest with you. but your ankles are loose. If you're swinging up there, go down here and feel like cramped up. There's something off in the way you're swinging. I mean, let's say Curry puts an awkward, heavy day of training in, practice. He doesn't want to go around and trip over his kids when he gets home. Okay? Easy. Easy. What's easy? You're relaxed. You're open. It should get easier. All these details come through you as you allow and open. Up until then, we're going, we go to the library, learn some facts, we do some research in a laboratory, and then we keep bouncing back and forth. Well, this is game day. Lately, the only guy that's been really showing up, that's not totally true, for the Warriors has been Curry. I don't know what's going on, but it's pretty obvious. There's a disconnect, except for that one guy. So a real champion, doesn't matter what team you're on. I remember when he came over, I looked at him and said, this is a really good player. It's too bad he's with us, Warriors, because he'll never get noticed. But he came in, he has this gravity and magnetism. Ownership change. Owners brought in better front office people like Bob Myers, hired a good coach, Steve Kerr, drafted a couple of players that were like family now, Draymond and Clay. But it was Curry's magnetism and gravity that changed everything. People said, what? And guess what? Shares the same birthday as Albert Einstein, because he changed space-time on a basketball court. 3 is greater than 2. Simple algorithm. Space creates opportunity from distance, which rewards you. Instead of basketball being underneath the hoop, now a lot of it's there. And the big guys got to come out on switches and try to stay with guys that can make these shots. And then there are easy shots at the hoop. Okay? Easy. Didn't happen overnight, although the Warriors got pretty good once they reached a certain point. Kerr came in, and it was already a championship roster. We didn't realize it was as good as it was. But the magnetism, the gravity that put that whole thing together, my sense, change of ownership, better front office, better coach, better players, was due to the magnetism of that one guy. So he vibed different from the very beginning. Okay, up. And so a lot of times when I'm doing the individual work, I'm him, sort of. Boom. Check your basic form. Grip. I go this way because if I start out this way, there's nothing where to go on that closing motion. Boom. 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 Okay? Shot after shot. And my thoughts, because the thoughts shape the action. First of all, and one. Boom. Other people are going to be there trying to stop that shot, hitting them, and one. Not just that it goes in. And one means it gets free throw. And that vibration at the end is the sound of the ball going through the net. Not the contact that creates the end one. It's the vibration. That's good. Keep going. Okay, better. And right now you're Jonathan Kuminga. You got a great form. It doesn't always go in. Keep shooting. Right? Your form is better than now. That one, you're kind of thinking about it. And one. And one. And one. And one. Curry probably practices harder than he plays in the game. That's what champions do. Not that anyone's going to sign us for a $50 million a year contract for this crazy stuff, but something you do for yourself. Right? Okay, now this is a tricky one. Now your hands are too loose. The rest of it's good. The body's good. You're getting the vibration. But if hands too loose in basketball, somebody steals the ball. Okay. Now you don't want to go this way, but there's an area. Okay. For example, okay, now watch me here. This is too tight, but this is too loose. Okay. Now, there's exact tension in your grip. Too much, nothing. It creates one. Okay, that's too loose. Tighten it up just a little bit, just for an experiment. Okay, now. Yeah, that one. And there's that feel sense here. Okay? That feel sense here. Boom. You get everything right, your body's good, but the feel sense in your hands right now is inconsistent. Okay? And if you come this direction, that's 2 times. It's too light. Okay, boom, boom. Okay? I don't know whether the cat is dead or alive, but I'm clearly the one's going to find out. That's what it is. Otherwise, I'm guessing. And whether that thesis is correct or not. But I'm the one that's going to open the box and find out. That's where you are, right there. Okay, so go ahead and swing a couple more. Okay. Yes. Now there's what I call vital force going on. You're interiorizing that vibration at the end of it. Okay. Okay. You see, that's hard. That is very hard. Okay. Okay. Yeah. One of the things that, we kind of run into, one of the things that can really torpedo anybody, believe it or not, is success. Okay, I've done it all. I'm bored now. The real champions keep going. And at that point, they're pursuing kind of an interior excellence. I think Osensei was that way. Mr. O, at some point, he had 868 home runs. Curry, what hasn't he won? And I don't know if he'll ever do it again. He's unanimous, the only unanimous MVP award winner. Got all the first place votes in 2016. Nobody's ever done that before or since. Maybe somebody will. And so, you know, what you're looking at is you're looking at an interior excellence. How you breathe, how you vibe. I don't think Curry's thinking about how many different commercials can I get. The people come to him. And most of them are funny because he makes pokes fun of himself. They don't dance in public. That's right. You suck. Your daughter's 10 times better than you. Right? So, you know, it's cool. Easy. Easy. And we're not down there as a endurance test. So let's stand up. Now what we're going to do, we're going to hold. He grabs. Okay. I'm not thinking, what am I going to do? How do I do it? I'm just going to settle a bit with that vibration is there. Or just fine. Okay. I'm out there, then I settle a bit more encouraging. Right there. You want that cut, wherever Curry is. The mechanics of his shot are right there with him. And I will say that there's a big divide on that team right now. One of the reasons is a bunch of young guys became champions. What else are they going to do? They won it all. Well, the only one right now, I mean, you know, you see it with Clay and with Draymond, but young guys don't know how to sweat it. Okay, but it's not how hard you play out there. It's the standards you hold yourself to. Curry doesn't blame his teammates. He says, okay, I'm going to do this whether we win or lose. That's the mindset. So what I like us to do a little bit right there is, when does it start? It starts when I can find that place within myself. That's very much like a cut. Otherwise, it's too, you know, when he grabs me, I'm with, what style am I going to do? Pick up the boom. You hold again. Up here and boom. Up here and boom. Boom. I'll just not go for the body. I'll go for that vibrational energy body. Easy. Okay, so we'll just start out a little bit right here. All right. That's that part right there. Now, at the end of it, everything goes in different directions. Goes that way. But when the cut's going down, that's what, and then we have that. Most people go this way. They go for that too quick. Boom, you get that, and then you get that. Okay? So we're just going to practice moving, researching a little bit what it's like to be in that energy body state. Okay? Go. Okay, now easier. You're putting everything here. Work's done here. So that's right. Crossover, double crossover, spin, stop. The shot's already going to go. It's in this rhythm for the shot. No matter if he goes this way, that way, steps back, whatever. Okay. And that rhythm forward is about that sound that the ball makes when it goes through the net, when everything is choreographed, when this sound and that space out there are like two subatomic particles in quantum physics, spooky interaction. Jordan Poole hasn't figured out it's not Curry yet. That's okay, Jordan, keep doing it and refine a bit. You got your championship a little early, right? That's all, you know. Yeah, I'm a champion. Yes, you are. But you're not a 4-time champion. And so, one of the things here. First of all, right there, is it going to go in or not? I'm going to let her fly. A place of confidence, because, it's not about what you're thinking. It's getting that vibration here. All right. And then the body is standing in a loose, efficient way. Your mind is calm. And, you might have a lot of self-doubt, but when you're in that space, as much as I can say it, total self-confidence. You see what I mean? Easy. Yeah. It's hard to maintain. But if we can do that, then we won't worry about a lot of junk out there that we shouldn't be worrying about anyway. We should be doing something about it. Okay, so first steps. Okay. Okay, keep going. Okay, now, we're studying the movement of this sudden. Right there, local from easy. That's why you want the cut. I'm going to do the cut. Boom, I am the cut. Whatever the movement happens to be. Easy. So easy, it's kind of scary, but it's fun scary. Like going on a roller coaster ride, thinking, okay. Go. The ride starts, it starts. You remember how it feels. You've been thinking about it. Easy. The ride starts. Yes. Easy. The ride will start when it starts in position or go. That's about it. If you're thinking too much about it, you mess it up. Yes. It's very loose, but not sloppy. Yes, that was a good one. Now, easier even. If you're easier, yes, I have a bit more. Easy. Now that one loves the brick. Everybody throws them up easy. Take your next shot. Okay, but what are you going for? The brick? You're settled. Yes. Yeah. I mean, nobody's quite figured this out, but the docensei, I want to do Aikido like you. You're Aikido. Well, Sensei says, that's funny. Nobody else does. But he also said the other one, that they said, it's so easy, I can give it to you. What does that mean? My degree of answer. We define ourselves by what's out there. What's out there starts to define itself. Begins to. By virtue of who we are. Okay? And that's a hard switch. Because I'm looking out there, measuring, trying to get better out there, yes. Understandable, but boom. If you stick the sword here, then okay, boom, 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 okay, boom, boom, boom. It's not the sound, it's the echo of the sound, right? Okay. I don't think with Sensei, and that was my own theory, it wasn't his key moving. It was the echo of his key moving that was the universe moving. Okay? And we get caught too much in, okay, now I'm going to do this. Easy. So if you're going to do that motion, make a mistake, like I'm like, okay, go the other way, sorry about that. Okay. Where he misses, you're not going to stop and take another shot. Right? Yeah. And if you're going to come, that's good. Whatever the movement happens to be, it happens to be that movement. Right? Now, it's a little formless at that level, but on the other hand, Where am I at that level? I'm loose, easy, I'm involved at the same time. I'm not over involved out there. I've got a certain balance here. So there's a harmony between what goes on out there and what's ideally going on in my own system, but I'm trying to reverse it a bit. That defines me. Okay. Now here, there's the influence. The circle of my influence gets a little bigger. And what I'm trying to stand for here is what Sensei talked about to some degree. So I think I'm in a pretty good place with it. Okay? All right? Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Why don't we put these to the side? And one thing we can kind of do here, let's say somebody happens to grab you just by the throat or whatever it is, or it's shaking around a little bit. Okay. Boom. 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 I use that a lot. That's cut. Boom. Right here, the thumb starts behind. Now, this is I got from Robert Koga. Maybe I can't release it. Well, okay. Use that. But to get the first phase here, I'm not moving him. Just boom. Good. I just go with different angles. See what he did is he raised his elbow, changed the vector here. So I had to go like that. But instead of going, oh, it's not working here. Okay, boom. Now, if I can free it, that's fine. I got this motion. Okay. So the attack is somebody grabbing you by the throat. Thumb goes in back. Okay. Now come on in with it. I'm going to rotate the body. Right. And what we're going to do is boom. Okay. Boom. Thumb in back. Feel. Looking for it. Feel. Come on in. See the body's turning here. Okay. Now, if he continues to hold, use that. Use your whole body instead of your hand. Most time you can break free. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's Mune Dori. We do a lot of kata, but in Japan we used to a lot of mune. That situation. Oh, you mean grab the shoulder? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah, no. Cool. Yeah, one of the things that right there is, again, we allow the world, I'm being tied in knots by the world. Okay, boom. My hip is free. And boom, I get that motion back. It's easy. Boom. But even here, boom. Tip the thumb. Wolves are finding me. There's a level of me. The sphere of my influence, the circle, and then it goes back there. And then here, boom, that's on. Okay. Yeah. It's not quick. Wait, it's not quick. Boom, boom, sword gets fluid after a while. We do this, but we ideally should do some partner to partner with the sword because it's, if you're coming with a showman, for example, that's right, then we get that motion. Then we got this motion. Then we got that motion. Then we have other things we can do. If you stand up out of that, then we yeah. One progression to another progression to another progression. Okay, we tend to learn them in tight units that way, which is, to some degree good. Then we get so tense and we react by going into a pattern when the whole thing is actually much freer. Because if we get to that place, then the patterns form around us. Okay, so you need both just, the body of information good. And you also need to free everything up in your own system so you're not a robot. So a lot of stuff right there. Okay, keep going. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Yeah, one of the things that right there, you're starting the movement this way. Okay. Okay. Starting this way. Okay. What does that mean? Grab my wrist. Doesn't start fast. Start slow. Slow. Cut doesn't start fast. Speed is down there. Speed is measured not by how fast it starts, but how quickly it gets to there. And you kind of right now start to turn. You're kind of an impulse power. Force speed. Force speed. You got to set the coordinates. You got to make sure you don't materialize inside a sun or a black hole or anything like that. The coordinates got to be good. If you just go into space, you might land anywhere. Okay. All right. So if you're kind of here, but if you kind of examine that, quick. It picks up speed as you go. Curry only scored 6 points in the first quarter. Okay. You had 9 at the half. Okay. You finished the game with 36. Well, so when things are really dicey and the team needs them. Okay. You don't have to start that. So if we look at the cut, maximum speed at the beginning, and then I put my weight at the end. Well, that's slow. That's slow. What do you get so quick? Okay. All right. So if you're coming in this direction, it's like this. But if they're too quick. Okay. So easy. Again, the dose sensei, heard from O sensei, is so easy, but I can't give it to you. What does that mean? Well, yeah, you're doing some really good training with a bunch of people around here, and what I'm doing maybe is a little different. So, you're going to have to shift your emphasis at some point to do. If you really want to do what I'm doing, you're going to have to change. Which the sensei kind of did. Okay, I'll give them that. Yeah, sure. If you're coming in the structure, we got that motion, we got that motion, we got this motion. We got a lot of things here. All right, they come this way. Or whatever the movement happens to be at the time. It's all good. Right? But that first movement, is different. That's riddles that they're calling. Look at quick. Started fast. Too much weight at the end of it. Coordinates set, warp drive. Coordinate set means you keep going warp drive. We don't just rush into warp drive, we set the coordinates and then kaboom. Go. Research time. Good. Yeah, that was better. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, first mostly that's a pretty good thing to do. You just throw them into the wall. You don't have to worry about taking, whether it takes you chemi or not. Real situation. Yeah, walls are convenient. Okay. Better. Now the timing's different level of view. You don't pull the trigger too fast. Pull the trigger metaphorically as a last resort. It'll go. Right? Boom, boom. Hit the tuning fork. Two tuning forks, same frequency. Boom, 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 which you're kind of getting right there. There's my movement. And there's the echo of my movement. There's my movement. There's the echo of my movement. Okay, what's it echoing off of? Well, to some degree, sensei thing is it echoing off the universe. Okay, mine's not quite that fancy, but yeah. I don't know that Curry's echoing off the universe, but it's pretty damn good. Right. I hear. Yeah, that's the echo of it. It's the echo of that. Physical cut, echo. Boom. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Now, a couple of things were, just stay where you are. All right. Okay. Now, the speed of the cut, this is common. Everybody, by the way, doing much better with it. People start out fast and they put their weight at the end. Boom. This cut starts out very slow, boom, but it gets to where it's supposed to go without a lot of me interfering with it. Boom. The more me I can get out of the cut, the more the cut defines itself through me. Okay? See, there's a thought of doing the cut. Then I go out there to do it. But what's the thought of doing the cut? The intention of it set up an energy beat. And the energy beat was an echo of your intention thought. Boom. And it's not just a theory, boom. There's the and one. And there's the sound of the ball going through the net. So I'm kind of, what have I learned from Stephen Curry? Only that, and it's very similar, you know, to the actual cutting motion of the bow thing. Okay? And Sadaharuo, what happened to him? He was hitting too many line drives, which of course is a hitter you want. But if you're going to hit home runs, you need to get more lift, right? Fly ball. Because you can't hit a line drive out. I suspect as he got better, his line drives went out. But initially, this coach says, you know, Osan, we want to win the home run title. You got to start to get the ball up more. So he started practicing what he called the EI draw. And right here, for example, if I try to draw just this way, I can't. So I have to turn the hip. And of course, we can make this turn the hip 1, 2, cut. But really, it's one motion. Okay? And the other thing that kind of put it this way is that right at the end of it, there's that snap of chi that goes through the wrist. And I was just realizing the Curry shot was exactly the same thing as O swing. And O swing came from the drawing motion of the sword. Now, the cutting motion is very similar. I'm out there cutting. The hips rotate and they kind of rotate, but that motion is like a vibration. Vibration has to kind of go between 2 points. If it's just this way, a vibration. Boom. Okay. So, the actual sense of it when you're kind of doing that cut, there's a lot going on. You can research that cut in terms of O swing, 868 lifetime home runs. Still not, basically recognized by the local Hall of Fame or the National Hall of Fame. Okay, interesting. And Curry's shot was anybody that has that level of being a champion. In Japanese, it's called tatsujin. Tatsu, to stand. You stand so far above what everybody else is doing. You're a champion. Doesn't mean you have to win this or that, but it's pretty evident. Okay, so kind of, we don't think in those terms, but Curry is the tatsujin. He's doing it's where he is. That's hard. Team sucks. I don't have to work as hard because we're not going anywhere. No. I'm going to put 50 points out. If you guys can't defend and get the stops, yeah, we're going to lose, but don't stop me. And maybe I can create a wave within you guys that we repeat. That's what happened last year. Nobody thought they were going to win it. It's just that Curry pulled them through. Just like he changed the ownership, brought in better front office people. They brought in better teammates. It's called gravity or magnetism. Who I am here creates, to some degree, what's going on there as opposed to what's going on there defines me. That's what we're working towards. Those senseis wish was that we kind of individuated, using a Jungian term, here so that we collectively would create out there, according to what IT is about, we're loving world, beautiful world, power in that world, not being quite so dependent on money and special interests, but a democracy. So there's Aikido's true democracy. And the economics of it, which of course is out there, just not really. So as we develop here, then our sphere of influence can go out there. And if enough people do that, then the world will change. All right, doesn't mean being an activist or whatever it is, but as crazy as this crazy thing is about just swinging the sword, Curry doesn't just show up and collect his check. And as he gets older, it's going to be harder to do the prep for it. Okay? And he'll kind of know when it's time to go, okay, maybe I should run for president and save the country. Taking 50 billion a year or something. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen. Anyway, let's line up. Hey, from where we are, we'll just kind of slant it this way. Make sure these get put away, okay? Okay, thank you very much. Let's see, would you mind putting that away for me? Thank you. Hmm.